What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, where I take on the wildest challenges so you don't have to. Today, I'm about to attempt something totally out of my comfort zone, and maybe out of my mind. I had this wild idea. Can a regular person like me actually live like a billionaire for a whole week, but with just $100 in my pocket? No trust funds, no secret inheritance, just a single Benjamin to make it work. We see billionaires everywhere, on social media, in magazines, on TV. They're driving fancy cars, living in massive houses, and eating food I can't even pronounce, let alone afford. Their lives seem like a movie, right? But what if I tried to copy their habits, their style, and their mindset, minus the private jets and million-dollar watches? Could I get a taste of that billionaire lifestyle, even if it's just for a week? Here's the challenge. 7 days, $100, and I have to cover everything. Food, clothes, and even some luxury experiences. I'll need to plan every dollar, stretch every cent, and get super creative. Is it even possible? Honestly, I have no clue. But that's what makes this so exciting. I'm about to find out, and I'm bringing you along for every step, every struggle, and every surprise. I want to see if I can steal the best parts of the billionaire lifestyle, how they dress, eat, network, and stay productive without the money. I'll be thrifting for designer looks, finding cheap ways to eat, like royalty, and trying to network like a boss. I'll dive into their morning routines, test out their favorite life hacks, and see if changing my habits can actually change my life. From journaling to cold showers to power breakfasts, I'm going all in. But let's be real. This isn't about pretending to be rich or faking a lifestyle I can't afford. It's about seeing what I can learn from the world's most successful people, even if my bank account says otherwise. It's about picking up their habits, their mindset, and their drive. Because you don't need $1 billion to start thinking like a billionaire. I'll document everything. The wins, the fails, the awkward moments, and the unexpected lessons. You'll see it all, unfiltered and real. So, let's do this together. The Budget Billionaire Challenge starts right now, and I can't wait to see where this crazy experiment takes us. 7 days, $100, and one regular guy faking it till he makes it. Are you ready? Let's go. Day 1. If I'm going to live like a billionaire, I have to look the part. But forget designer boutiques and flashy brands. The real secret is all about confidence, subtlety, and a sharp eye for style. Billionaires love quiet luxury. Think simple, classic pieces, nothing too loud, and definitely no big logos screaming for attention. It's about looking effortlessly put together, not trying too hard. So I set out for the thrift store with just $20 in my pocket. My mission: find neutral colors, timeless cuts, and pieces that could pass for high-end if you squint a little. Thrift stores are gold mines if you know what to look for. After some serious digging, I scored a black turtleneck for $3, a pair of duck trousers for $5, and a gray blazer for $10. Not bad for a full outfit that channels Steve Jobs meets startup investor. $18 for a billionaire look, and I still had $2 left over. That's $82 still in my challenge fund. Who says you need a trust fund to dress sharp? Back home, I tried everything on. The fit wasn't perfect. Let's be honest, the blazer had some serious 80s shoulder pads, and the trousers were a bit long. But here's the thing. Confidence is everything. If you own it, nobody questions it. Standing tall in front of the mirror, I actually felt different, like I could walk into a boardroom and pitch the next big thing. Sure, my outfit was thrifted, but my attitude was pure CEO. Here's the lesson. You don't need a fat wallet to look put together. All it takes is a little creativity, a good eye for quality, and the willingness to mix and match until it works. Style is about making the most of what you have. Stick to clean, classic styles. Iron your clothes, keep them neat, and suddenly even a $3 turtleneck looks like $1 million. Presentation is everything. It's not about the brand on your label. It's about how you carry yourself. Walk with confidence, and people will notice you for all the right reasons. I took my new look for a spin around the city. Maybe it was just in my head, but I swear people looked at me differently. Sometimes dressing up changes how you see yourself and how the world sees you. For just 18 hours, I felt like a new man. It's amazing what a little effort and a lot of confidence can do. So yes, you really can look like a billionaire on a budget. It's not about the price tag. It's about the attitude and the details. Next up, if I can dress like a billionaire, can I eat like one too? Let's find out. Day 2, food. Billionaires eat healthy, but I had $10 for the day. Breakfast, spinach, banana, and yogurt smoothie. Not fancy, but green and energizing, $2. Lunch, giant salad, lettuce, cucumber, tomato, chickpeas, homemade dressing. Looked fancy, cost $3. Dinner, chicken on sale, frozen veggies, basic spices, simple, healthy, filling, $4. Total, $9 for 3 solid meals. Turns out, eating like a billionaire is about choices, not expensive ingredients. You can make healthy, impressive meals at home for cheap. The secret isn't the price tag, it's the effort. I felt better than usual and spent less. Lesson. Healthy eating is accessible if you plan and get creative. Green smoothies look weird, but they work. You don't need a private chef to eat well. Next, networking. Day 3. Networking. The word alone is enough to make some people break out in a cold sweat. But if you want to get ahead, you have to put yourself out there, right? Today, I set out to see if I could build connections like the billionaires do, or at least try to. Billionaires build connections, but I don't know any. My contact list is mostly family, a few friends, and my dentist. So I had to start from scratch. I searched for free events, business seminars, art gallery openings, tech meetups. Anything that didn't require a VIP pass or a trust fund. First stop, a free digital marketing seminar at the library. The crowd was a mix of eager students, job seekers, and a few people who just wanted the free coffee. I wore my billionaire outfit, basically a blazer I found on sale, and tried to mingle. It was awkward. I hovered near the snack table, pretending to check my phone, waiting for the right moment to jump in. I introduced myself, but the conversation fizzled after a few polite questions. Turns out, small talk is harder than it looks when you're nervous. Next, I hit a free art gallery opening. The atmosphere was totally different. No pressure, just people wandering and chatting about the art. The vibe was relaxed, and I just talked about the art. This worked. Suddenly, conversations flowed naturally, and I didn't feel like I was selling myself. I met a graphic designer and a writer. No billionaires, but cool people with interesting stories. We swapped ideas, laughed, and even made plans to meet again. Lesson: networking isn't about faking importance or collecting business cards like trophies. It's about genuine curiosity and connection. When you're real, people respond. You can meet interesting people anywhere. Just ask questions and listen. Sometimes the best connections come from the most unexpected places. I didn't leave with a business deal, but I made new friends and got new ideas. That's a win in my book. Social capital is priceless, even on a budget. The more you put yourself out there, the more you realize everyone's just looking to connect. It cost me nothing, but the value was huge. I left feeling inspired, energized, and a little less intimidated by the word networking. You don't need exclusive events to network. Sometimes the best opportunities are hiding in plain sight. Be curious, be real, and you'll connect. Next up, productivity hacks. Can I work like a tech mogul? Let's find out. The journey continues. Time to level up my work game. Day 4, productivity. Time to try billionaire routines. 4 a.m. wake up, cold showers, deep work. My alarm went off at 4. It was brutal, but I got up. Cold shower terrifying. But after the shock, I felt super alert. Next, deep work. I blocked out 3 hours, turned off distractions, and focused. It was tough at first, but I got more done than usual. The rest of the day was scheduled: exercise, reading, even a nap. By the end, I was exhausted but accomplished. Lesson: productivity isn't about working harder, but smarter. Cold showers and deep work blocks are powerful. You don't need fancy tools, just discipline and a plan. This cost nothing, but the results felt priceless. Anyone can use these hacks. Next, transportation. Can I fake a billionaire ride? Let's find out. Day 5, transportation. Billionaires drive supercars. I had my feet and a tight budget. First, I tried to pose with a supercar at a fancy dealership. The salesmen weren't buying it, and I left empty-handed. Next, I went to a luxury hotel, waited for a black car to pull up, and pretended it was my ride. I strolled into the lobby like a VIP, soaked up the atmosphere, used the free Wi-Fi, and drank complimentary water. For an hour, I felt like a guest at a 5-star hotel without spending a dime. Lesson: sometimes you can access luxury by finding clever loopholes. You don't need to own the car or the hotel room to feel the vibe. It's about confidence and creativity. My transportation was free, but the experience was priceless. You can fake luxury if you're bold enough. Next, hacking the billionaire mindset. Can I think rich even if I'm broke? Day 6, mindset. The real difference: how billionaires think. I hit the library and read books by and about successful entrepreneurs. The big takeaway: they're lifelong learners, always improving, always reading. They see problems as opportunities and failure as feedback. I started journaling my own failures and what I learned from them. I set big goals and visualized them as if they'd already happened, a trick many high achievers use. Suddenly, my lack of resources felt like a creative challenge, not a setback. Hacking the billionaire mindset is about learning, resilience, and long-term thinking. The best part: it's free. Anyone can start thinking like a billionaire. It's not about wishing for money. It's about building habits that lead to growth. Next, giving back, billionaire style. Final day, giving back. Billionaires are known for philanthropy, but I had $60 left. I decided to donate my time instead of money. I volunteered at a community garden that grows food for a local food bank. Working with others, I realized giving isn't about wealth. It's about contribution. Everyone has something to give: time, skills, energy, or just a listening ear. Giving back connects you to your community and gives you purpose. At the end of the day, I spent $20 on food for the food bank. It wasn't a huge donation, but it felt meaningful. The most valuable part of this challenge was service. True wealth is about living a rich life, not just having a rich bank account. Anyone can be a philanthropist. Challenge complete. The week's over. The Budget Billionaire Challenge is done. I started with $100 and a wild idea. I finished with $40, a thrifted blazer and a new outlook. I faked my way into luxury, tried billionaire habits, and learned a ton. The real treasures: discipline, focus, curiosity, confidence, and generosity. These are choices, not purchases. The biggest change was my mindset, from focusing on what I lacked to what I could create. Looking rich is about confidence, not brands. Eating rich is about health, not price. A rich life is about learning, growing, and giving. Try this challenge, even for a day. Steal a billionaire habit. See how it feels. You might find you already have what you need to live richer. The secret isn't to fake it till you make it. It's to do it till you become it. Thanks for watching. Now go live your richest life. No billions required.